Hey, what's happening? It's Bill Smith. Today there was a congressional hearing about combating quote-unquote white nationalism online, and during that meeting it was streamed by a channel called Red Ice TV, and lots of people seemed to take exception to that. So here's somebody on Twitter saying, racist and anti-Semitic comments flooded YouTube live stream of congressional hearing on white nationalism. YouTube was forced to shut the comment section down. They didn't just do it on one video, though. They did it on all of them, simultaneously. You couldn't comment on any of them. Now, before we go any further, this is my backup channel. It's called Bill Smith News, and I streamed the latter part of it. During my streaming, they shut my comment section down as well. So, if you want to comment, you can come over here and comment here. This is the current search. This is after all the streams have ended. Notice how these up here have the blue checkbox on them, the verified checkbox, and 3.6 thousand views, 2.7 thousand views. Here's the official one for the House Judiciary Committee, 7.4 thousand views. I honestly think that this should be at the top. Like, this should be the top search result. But for a long time it was this one, which has 18,000 views. And this is the one that people were really talking about. So I'm not going to go into here because there's going to be lots of comments. They did shut off the live stream for this. So I get like 2 hours at 8 o'clock a.m. exactly, Pacific time. You could no longer comment in their live stream section. They just shut it down. They also shut it down on Facebook. So I want to go look at this because this is the official. I think this is the official site, right? Yeah. House Judiciary Committee hearings. So this is technically probably owned by the government. And it's a Bob Ross. It's okay to be white. I think most people think it is probably okay to be white. I don't think many people would say it's wrong to be white. It doesn't make any sense to me. How long until YouTube removes this comment section like they did the live stream? Now, this person's paying attention, and he gets it. So what happened was this is the official website for the judiciary for the House of Representatives. This is a government channel, and they disabled the live stream chat. Government. On a government channel, you are no longer allowed to comment on an active hearing in real time. It's very weird, right? Kind of seems like it would defeat the purpose of having an interactive platform like YouTube. Truth is, the game was honked from the start. Honk, honk! Clown world, that's where we're at. Honk, honk, honk! That's where we're at. Clown world. These aren't as good. So there he is, Jerry Nadler. So I got this on a previous video. If you don't know what this means, man, go look up triple bracket on Wikipedia. It explains it. And if you want to triple bracket yourself, that's fine. But if you're going to be on my team, or you're going to be on Team QAnon, do not triple bracket yourself, man. You're calling yourself a Jew. You're calling yourself them. Okay? They triple bracket themselves. That's who people are talking about. They, them, those people. Triple bracket. Learn this. Don't misuse it. It's an important tool on the internet. This is memetic material. All right? It's meme material. Do not misuse it. Yep, honk honk. I'm just here to honk. Honk honk. See? Discounting them. This is what it means. It means them. Those people. Them. Like the bad them. Wikipedia says it means Jewish. This is the guy. This is Nadler, okay? Fat Jerry Nadler. And, he's leading the charge, okay? He is the three-ring circus master. Honk honk. He's the circus guy. Okay, we're living in clown world, and Representative Nadler is leading the charge today. All right, now today's big moment was not really so much about the committee. And I find the irony that the committee knew they were being streamed and talked over by the very people they're probably trying to target with this hearing. I just cannot get over the irony of that. So that's why I'm kind of covering this. And then the big story is all about comments. You shouldn't be able to comment. You shouldn't have the wrong opinion. You shouldn't think the things that we don't want you to think, okay? Trust Israel, friend. Trust them. They're your friend. They are your ally. They would never bomb your ships. They would never torpedo your U.S. Liberty boat, USS Liberty. They wouldn't do that. Not the real ones. The real ones would never do that to you. Trust them, friend. Trust them. Trust, but don't verify. Now, I'm not a Ronald Reagan fan. I think that he was just as bad as everyone else. Somebody seems to think that Ronald Reagan was some kind of like great man. I know that Trump compares himself to him a lot, and he brings Reagan up a lot. I don't think Reagan was a good president. He's the one that gave us the illegal invasion. Reagan is the man that signed the citizenship, for like 2 or 8 million Mexicans or something. I can't remember what it was. It happened so long ago. But in the 80s, we've already gone through what we're going through now with the open border stuff. So I don't think Reagan was a good guy, but Reagan did say trust but verify. Why it's important to do that is because Fat Jerry Nadler invited a Muslim man to come speak on behalf of the Muslim community and speak out against white nationalism. The very people whose country he inhabits, and they're saying that you can't like that country. That's what this means. You can't be of European heritage or subscribe to Western culture and also like your country. So that's what they're going after this for. Now the Muslim they picked had a sob story, and his sob story was that he had 2 children who were murdered by a white supremacist. The problem with that story is that it's not true. And if you go fact check this guy, you figure out that this guy named Craig Stephen Hicks is the one who murdered his 2 kids. And Craig Stephen Hicks is a gay rights liberal activist. Gay rights liberal activist who shot these 2 Muslims over a parking space. A dispute over parking. So they weren't targeted because they're Muslim. They were targeted because they got into an altercation with a man who likes guns. So this is on heavy, just so you know, I'm not lying. This is real. And there is. Hicks is a gun-toting liberal and gay rights activist. That's on heavy.com. Gun-toting liberal and gay rights activist. A gay rights activist shot some kids, and then they asked the dad to come talk on a committee about white nationalism. But I thought white nationalism was a right-wing thing. I thought it was an alt-right something boogeyman thing. Like, what is white nationalism? It was pretty bad. So also on this panel was this Zionist Jew, and he talked about everything. He talked about Jews over in Europe and Jews over in Australia, and how somehow that's important to people in the United States, and it just didn't land. Candace Owens was also on this. She did a pretty good job, so shout out to Candace, good for her. All right, so what else can I say? I'm probably going to keep this one kind of short. I want to come down here. Where did it go? Did it get moved down? Did I miss it? I missed it. There it is right there. I'm going to search again to see if it moves again. No, it's still there. This was a live stream. This was the video that everybody's talking about now. So I suggest you go watch it, man. It's 4 hours. You really should hear what these people have to say, because they bring up some very good points. And to hear somebody kind of give a counter argument during these hearings was important, I think, to hear, because they just get away with it. You know, they didn't invite. I would have felt better about this hearing if they would have invited somebody in the media who says that they are a white nationalist. Like, go get somebody who sounds like a hick racist and put them on this panel so that we can all hear what that sounds like and how stupid they sound. Otherwise, like, if you don't have a rebuttal on that panel, or someone to represent the very people that you're trying to demonize, it seems counterproductive. It seems like it's just a bunch of signaling, you know? Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. I want to kind of glaze over this real quick. We're going to look at some of their comments. It's okay to be white. It's okay to be a white nationalist. When Lana mentioned they had 10,000 views, YouTube was displaying 2,000. Yeah, I got that same thing too. But this stream probably had 50,000 views in actuality. So after they clicked off, it had 18,000. So I know that sometimes the analytics takes some time to catch up. America is occupied by an ethno-tribe, and they hate us because of our immutable characteristics. What ethno-tribe could they be talking about? Jews or the Dogon tribe of Mali? Probably the Dogon tribe, I'm guessing, because it's got the word tribe in the name. I'm just kidding. Somebody talking about numbers. I'm native European, so it means I'm white, and I want to protect my native culture against massive illegal immigration forced by Western European. So I'm also a nationalist of my country, but not a white supremacist, and I'm proud to be both. So this person is proud to be a white nationalist and also proud to not be a white supremacist. I think that's a pretty good balance. I think that is taking pride in yourself and also not subjecting anybody else to anything negative. That sounds like a positive thing. Love being white. It's time to fight back. Well, I don't know about fighting back physically, but I do like the idea of public discourse in a polite manner. So if we can do that, I think we're going to win. This was absolutely terrifying. I know, man. MMA circle. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, lots of stuff. Okay, so we're going to glaze past that. There was something that happened really important today that I don't want to kind of toss in there real quick. This happened today, okay, the Israeli election, and it's not been anywhere on the news media. These people basically think that we're their lapdog. We do what they say. And it looks like they're going to elect this guy again. Now, some things that I'm confused about is liberals don't like him, and I don't like him. And I don't think Trump likes him. But he's getting everything he wants. And he just keeps winning over and over and over. So it really looks like he's probably going to be reelected. It's going to be something we're going to have to continue to deal with. And I honestly think that the Trump White House wants this rather than that other guy. I don't even know who the other guy's name is, but the other guy. They really, really, really want to stick with this guy because this guy gets what he wants. Okay, the Greater Israel, the Oded Yenin plan continues on, and it doesn't matter if it's Obama, Clinton, Bush, or Trump. This man gets what he wants, and there's no one that can tell him no. The world cannot tell this man no. If they could, the Palestinians would be recognized as a country. Now, those of you who do track QAnon and you're still sticking with it, and I am too, I'm sticking with it. I just don't want Trump to be a Zionist. I think they kind of signaled to us that they're on our side still. Okay, you should also know that at the exact same time, the same day that that stuff is happening, the white nationalism thing, this guy was giving a House committee hearing, submission, whatever. He was testifying about the Mueller report. Now, this is Attorney General William Barr, and he's the guy that's supposed to clean up the mess and release all the investigation materials about the Russia collusion investigation and everything else that went into, spying on Donald Trump. I'm wondering what they have in this report, because I imagine it's not going to be good for the Democrats, and they're talking openly now about how Obama spied on Trump before he was elected president. And that Obama is the one that gave the green light to everybody going ahead and doing it. And it sounds like treason to me. It sounds like messing with an electoral process in a very, very large, powerful country. We'll see what happens. Till next time, this is Bill Smith. Thanks for watching.